Wagwan people, wagwan. Wagwan. Yo, people, wagwan. Big up on yourself. You understand? We're there again, Another Tuesday. You understand? And of course, another truck talk. And this is where we take it from truck side, people. Big up on yourself. Big up to all the viewers and the subscribers. Big up to the person who continue to support the coach's desk. Joe Fortis, big up yourself. Drop join us, Joe Fortis, for the membership. Yeah, man. Drop one, man. A long time you're there about. So, yeah, people, big up on yourself. Yeah, man. We're there. I have some quick conversation. Because I don't think I'm going to stay on long for now. Yeah. We're going to slide through quick and fast. What me say? We're going to slide through quick and fast, like hot knife on butter, though. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Again, respect and manners to all the persons who continue to support the movement. Big up to the people over Facebook. Xavier, big up yourself. I know you're first though. I drew for artists about. So people like, share, and subscribe. Fresh God, all gone. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. There are people. Say me almost never do no live tonight. I said today on a Tuesday. They want to jump in my bed. But anyways, good thing you have some people that remind you some things. You understand? Yeah. So I'll go on. How the week start for now? My week not go on too bad, Big up to the legendary Shelley and Fraser Price. Big up to the legend Shelley and Fraser Price. You understand? Who I go step away from the track. Yo, me do one video and I say, yo, man, I miss Shelley. Virgin, who me I go talk about again? A pure history me have to go draw for, History class, me have to go on there and something there, John was the pure history. History lesson I go on. In the next few years I talk about track and field. But a good thing, me have my next little project there come up, Yeah, man. One breezy. When one gone, you know, the next one born, You understand? So yeah, people, big up on yourself. So there are some developing stories that taking place. We're going to talk about Central Champs as well. Yeah, man, Central Champs. Is taking place over there at GC Foster College. You understand? And Edwin Allen seem to be the team right now. Are they in a position or a driving seat to take back their title again? All the things set up, people. Most times, if not all of the, what you call it, winners. All of the winners of Central Champs normally go win champs. You understand? So let us see Edwin Allen go on the bag of things right now. You understand? Edwin Allen kick it right now. Them come back for them crown, bad and billions. So they look on the 100 of pure Edwin Allen. You understand? So we could see if Edwin will take back them crown now. What do you think? What do you think Edwin will take back them crown? Talk to me, no people. Then you have Gibson come up. Yo, a whole trap meter come up, you know. Whole heap of trap meter come up, people. Whole heap. Fear spot, what go on? What can I look like, boss? I call me. Hey, you know, somebody come and say, the one that we put up with Bolt. Somebody say, yeah, man, how you look like, man? So essentially, what they tell me, say, yo, move from there. And that them tell me, you know, so when I come, yo, people have to put some flair in that thing, man. Eh? The look at thing where we are going, the look alike thing. Go on, no. I don't like it, no. Channel Star. Hey, people want to see Alien kickstart the season, though. Want to say, you ready for see Alien? Talk, no? Who ready for see Alien? Who ready for see Alien? I want Jordan, you know. I want Jordan to talk about. He more look like me. Jordan was there. We ready for pot? If you're spot, we ready for? Hmm? Alien? Oh. Yeah, man, we need to see Alien touch the track, you know, cause remember, you know, man, a Olympic year, you know, man. And we know say some crushings are gonna go on, you know, people. What you say? Crushings are gonna go on. When you know say me come on and I make them nice, and something that they making, though. Yeah, man, when time me come around and I make them talk, you know say something that they making, you know. You understand? But guess what? I mean, I say nothing no more. Nah, I say nothing no more, you know, people. Nah, I say nothing no more at all. Taller than them. Yo. Yeah, man, make Alien go on level the thing, you understand? Alien go and deal with that thing, man. Yeah, man, keep the people them in a frenzy. I saw it for set, man. I saw it for set, people. See him saw it for set. Yeah, man, I'm ready for see Alien. Yeah, man, Alien soon forward, man. Boy, our little sprinter there lose down as Western champs, you know. Fabian need to come talk to about that, you know. Jason Guna, big up yourself. What go on opinion? Yeah, me not telling the man. All right, so let me jump. What me start with? Central champs are what go on up at JC. Eh? A big showdown between Issa and JC, no people. This look like a King's Council them step in, you know. You understand? This look like a King's Council them step in a JC situation. You understand? the King's Council then step in a JC thing because, oh, man, I tell you, JC. All right, so what happened with the JC is that JC get 2 youth from Africa, seeing? And the 2 youths them say a full scholarship them get, seeing? And I don't know if somebody go report or make a report to Issa, and Issa ask them for some documentation, and then Issa basically tell them that the youth them ineligible to compete at champs. First of all, them say them not get no hearing, and they did not breach anything. So here we go on now. JC make it slide, because what they said is that they didn't register the youths them because them don't want it affect the whole chances of, competing at champs. So them no bother, going at the intricacies of registering the 2 youth them. Even though them know say, big up yourself, Luna. Even though them know say everything sort out. So here one now, JC pen a 8 page, 8 pages rebuttal to Issa and some of the information and the thing in a brother and sister. Some my side, me I tell you, some information and the thing, Yo, what will Issa's rebuttal to this be? You get what I said? Let me go to piece of the letter, people. I'm going to go to piece of the letter. So, it was addressed to Keith Wellington. Of course, he's the president of Issa. And it's Issa's refusal to allow Evans Tete and Dominic Amponsa to represent college. Here we're going on my side. The entire Jamaica College school community, along with Jamaicans nationwide and within the diaspora, are deeply troubled by Issa's decision to deny Jamaica College students Tete and Ampansa the opportunity to represent their school. Now, in the letters dated January 16, 24 and February 2, 24, you have declared both students ineligible to represent Jamaica College in Issa-run competitions. Consequently, they were not included by us in our registration for the 2024 Boys and Girls Championship for fear of our entire registration be voided by you. So that was a smart move. We totally disagree with the position taken and call on Issa to reverse its decision for the reasons set out in this letter. So the man them outline. Me not gonna read everything, people, but me I tell you. Them outline, them go for the articles in the Issa handbook, every single thing. Because what they are saying is that, no matter what Issa say, them never breach. And me I gonna read the line, people. I wanna go tell me. Seeing? You guys are going to tell me. You are going to tell me your thoughts on this. See? So listen keenly, that part here. All right, so hear them say now. No breach of the rules of Issa has occurred. All right. Now, contrary to both members, to what both members like us and the public at large have been led to believe, there's no rule in the Issa rules and regulations, which was revised 2023 handbook, that requires overseas athletes to land in Jamaica by September 30 of a school year in order to be eligible to participate in events during that year. So that is the bone of contention between Issa and Jamaica College. You understand? Listen carefully. Now, the applicable rule 15A quite clearly requires only that the student shall be registered in the school by September 30. Nothing is said or suggested in relation to physical presence by any specific date. The rule states as follows. Now, listen to the rule, people. I want to tell me if JC breached the rule. See? 15, eligibility. To be eligible to participate in Issa competitions in any school year, the following must be satisfied. A, registration. The competitor must be registered in the school by 30th September in that school year. Based upon one year that's for people, me I will read it again enough for clarity and for people who miss it. Let me read it again. This is a rule. I want to tell me now if Jamaica College wrong or Issa wrong. So this is Article 15, eligibility. To be eligible to participate in Issa competitions in any school year, the following must be satisfied. A, registration. The competitor must be registered in the school by 30th September in that school year. Based off hearing that, people, do you believe that Issa is wrong or Jamaica College is wrong? Camera, pick up the thing. Hey, camera, where you going with? Relax yourself. Focus, camera. Hey, camera, not focusing enough. Focus with a serious point now. Tell me now, what are your thoughts? Share it in the comment section, people. What do you think? Do you believe that Issa is wrong or Jamaica College is wrong? Yeah, me not talk about nobody we're right now, you know. You see me answer? So do you like Jamaica College interpret the rule to be the school, the competitor does not have to be in the school physically, right? What do you think? What do you think, people? Drop a comment in the comment section. Come on, people. What do you think? So let me see what Bertha is saying. St. Clay first is saying, let the youth run. Issa need to give at last at least 1 year for their laws to be implemented. All right. Bertha Yardi said, must be registered in the school. Suggest the presence of the student in the school. But it's for Issa to determine what they meant. Interesting. Personal, this is Luna. Personal, I think they should be allowed to participate. It does not say they have to be physically present. So you think that is a loophole that Jamaica College actually found? Or are they basically reaching after straw in the water? The fact is that Drew Fortis, that's a very good question. That's a very good question in a Drew Fortis. Were they registered before the 30th? All right. Let me continue then. Since Drew Fortis asked that question, let me continue. No special definition or meaning is given to the term registration in the rules, which means that the ordinary dictionary meaning is to be accorded to the term for the purpose of establishing that the boys were in fact registered in the school on the required stipulated date. It is not disputed, even by you, that both students, listen, Drew Fortis, both students were registered well before the date, and particulars of this were provided to you in the enrollment data sheet sent on September 18th, 2023. We also reiterated this is our letter to you dated October 10, 2023. In your letter of January 16, 2024, you acknowledge that these students had been the recipients of full scholarships from JC since June 19, 2023. We have demonstrated that they arrived in Jamaica on October 4, 2023 and are fully integrated in the school, fully registered for classes in advance, and missing no lessons. On the basis alone of there being no breach, we call upon Issa to reverse its decision and allow these students to be registered for the upcoming 2024 Boys and Girls Championship. Want to say about that now? See me answer Drew Fortis. So Drew Fortis, they were actually registered before September 30th, according to what this letter is saying. Dr. Dan is saying a good lawyer will get that thrown out. The rules need to be clear. The rules need to be clear, Dr. Dan, but is it a case where it is the interpretation of the rule? It did not definitively say that they should be physically in the school, but it said registered in the school. How do you counter that? So Ann Clark is saying they should be registered as stipulated, and they were registered. So that means now, how would Issa counter this? How would Issa go up against this clause of they were registered before, but they weren't physically here? Is it a time? Remember, say you used to have COVID, and people register in high school, but them not physically go there. Did that void their registration? Mm. Them thing I we need to find out. I wonder if no lawyer listening to the show. I wonder if no lawyer are listening to the show. Luna say, yes, I think they are clutching at a straw. But as Jamaicans, we find loopholes around everything. If the students came all this way, I think they should participate. So who clutching at a straw, Luna? Issa or Jamaica College? Chat Diamond, big up yourself. IDK. So if they were registered before September 30, what is the problem? The problem is that they are saying that these gentlemen, even though registered before, they were not physically at the school. So that makes them ineligible. And this is enough people because, let me tell you, champs is a big deal, people. A big deal. Champs is a big deal because guess what? Everybody, much investment making a champs. And what Mr. Wellington want to do level the ball field according to him and him is a committee. But boy, I don't know. I don't know. This one is very interesting. Based on what come out of the letter, yeah, this is very interesting, people. Drew 40 said, okay, I understand now, but they weren't on the in the country on the 30th. No, but them did register. So, for example, me give you an example. If a child is attending sixth form, seeing, and the child is overseas, but the parent went ahead and registered the child, pick up package and everything is done. But the child is not in Jamaica yet. The child have some delays. So, for example, the child in the hospital, seeing, that is an extenuating circumstances. So let me not use that. The child, basically, the child can't leave overseas yet. Are you going to say that the school will not accept that child when the child comes? Or the thing set away, it's set away. Boy, track and field and every other sports. So I people in cause them something still. At the school and cause them rules and regulation have to go in, because you have to keep them in one little space. Camera myself a focus. Listen, this thing, the child is registered to the school, is a bona fide student of the school. But the child is not in the school as yet, physically. But the child will log on to online class and I keep abreast of what is happening, submitting assignments, doing this, doing that. But because of whatever reason, the child isn't able to reach in the country. Would that really make that child ineligible? Issa should have checked this information after September 30 instead of waiting until they have trained a few months and deny the student. No, Luna, that is a nice part of your letter yet, They have one next part I want to hear. The registration is what constitutes eligibility, in my opinion. All right, big point. So physically, they don't have to be present. Whoa, opinion. That sound like opinionated fact. Whoa, coach. If them register, then what's the problem? Issa, that are the question I may ask. But Issa, are you as the youth can Issa, you as the youth them can't compete. So yeah, say what's the problem? The fact that the students were registered, that indicate to me that they are bona fide students of the institution. So if they are bona fide student and that institution have a asynchronous setup so them can learn online, why is this child ineligible? These are the questions. Obviously, based on what the letter say, Rob Smith, them say the youth no miss nothing. The youth fully registered and fully in at the school, so him no miss nothing. Obviously, them offer asynchronous learning. That is what Issa. That is what JC is saying, and that is a technicality of the rule. It look like them spot, but the rule doesn't state that they have to be physically present in the school at the time of the registration. The rule just states that they have to be registered, which they were. How can you be registered at a school and not attend? No, Rob Smith, you miss it. The youth are attend class, and the man said the youth fully integrated in high school. So obviously, them are do online courses and all of them things that the asynchronous part of the school up and running. I knew there would have been issues with the new rules when it got introduced last year. Me know say Issa did come clamp down on that because the movement within schools, the inter movement, now work out properly. Man, they must step outside of Jamaica. I think they should let them participate. Kiss me to you, coach. Man, them have try find loophole. Them never want pay for housing for the student outside the track season. So they just register the child. Show some classwork that was done. Issa come and ask question when he made the rule. That me I say. Issa na you near Issa, so na you versus JC. I play where I play for your name, brother. Exactly. They found a loophole and Issa plug it and then vex. Blake, go on, big up yourself. Plug away, Issa, plug away. Loopholes were found and you can't blame JC for it. Issa needs to ensure rules are written to the T. Yeah, because hey, but listen, ID, ID, matter how rules are written to the T, there's always something that can be found wanted, Me can't tell her that. So Issa, what you say, you're wrong. No, seriously, man. Seriously. We need somebody. And them now go talk about the matter right now, because this sound like it'll go down one legal loophole. You understand? Because this thing look like some liar kind up this or something, They should have let the parent aware of these rules from beginning. And moreover, in the COVID-19, school was closed and classes was taking place online. Yup. So that are the problem now. Some schools still continue their online access. Some schools still continue their online access. Is that against eligibility? Man, them need to use them brain and solve poverty and crime. Man, then go to any ends for champs. And then that may I tell you, Rob Smith, if we can get these people in investigation, you know how much crime would have solved? These brilliant minds. All right, hear this I know. Hear what the man them have said. Even if them breach something, you know. The man them said there was no room for appeal, you know. So Issa never set Issa now set no appeal date for them for the hear them case, you know. That are the next problem, you know, Rob Smith. So all right, the man them said, even if we breach, seeing, which we know we not breach, but you still not provide an avenue where we can talk about this thing, and you hear my point, me put argument, you put argument, then their counter argument and so forth. None of that don't happen. Hey, Elizabeth, big up yourself. You know what somebody said? Elizabeth said no, they need to stop bringing in these students from abroad into the little national championship for the sole purpose of winning champ, like it is the EPL and others. Hey, you know what somebody said? Which we find very interesting. I may have a laugh. This man, our man, will stop our race, you know. One of the youth of them are try to fight for, you know. This man stopping our race, you know. When the Jamaican them put on the pressure upon him, man tap in can't continue. So boy, so but in truth and in fact though, people. All right. And this is where Jamaica College have a point. You say me do something, but you did not bring me through due process. That never take place. In other words, there was no appeal. You know, bring me through a committee to hear my point and all of these things. You just lay down a judgment. And this is where I believe JC have a point. Seeing? Because what I'm saying are this, according to the rule, you know, there has to be an appeal board. An appeals board shall be established by the executive committee at the beginning of each academic year, which will be able to urgently deal with appeals. Appeal board, the ruling of the executive may be appealed. Such appeal will be heard by the appeals board. The decision of the appeals board shall be binding on all concerned. Legal representation may only be permitted when the matter reaches the appeals board. So, Sherman, big up yourself. Track Universe, big up yourself. The fact is that, people, this did not go through that process. And that is what the JC people are talking about. Big up to Drew Fortis. He has become a member of the coaches' this erudite squad. Big up yourself. Unlike Rob Smith today are so long, he can't find a join button. I don't know where I look for. Big up yourself. So Rob Smith said, put the same energy into development of middle and long distance that they put into going around the rules. But Jamaica College is a school that develop what the youth name Ghana Ivy League institution, university. What name again? The youth run one something man. 140. Yeah, the 800 youth. Javan Blake, yes. Them have him and them produce and develop, plus them have other youth from long time. So of course, and you see, which one of the Africans them come here and outdo the Jamaicans them by far? Harry Rogers come, he probably dominate the 5,000. But them busting shot in some other one. Shem all, big up yourself. Seeing? So we have middle distance athletes who would do well at champs. Record two on them, something there. So I don't know. But again, there might be some sort of opportunity and some sort of whatever. I don't know the plans of the school and them have, but something in a something. So we really can't fight on. It might be some sort of developmental thing, you understand? So basically, it probably be a win-win for these schools. Remember, I know Jamaica College alone bring in athletes, you know. Edwin Allen, Idel, St. Jago, boys and girls, Kingston College. It is a trend. Even St. Catherine, Julian Alfred used to attend St. Catherine High School, you know. So remember that, you know, people. Kipona used to give her some liquor champs. Kipona can't ramp with her again. Crush Kipona like a roach. So it has the potential to do a lot of good. A lot of athletes from the Caribbean come to these high schools, especially when their parents see that they want to excel in their track and field ability. So I am not going to say lock the door on these athletes. No. But if rules are set, rules have to be adhered to. If they did not breach a rule, they should not be blocked. And that's my few cents on that, you know. See, KC have whole heap. I think St. Jago have some too. You understand? KC have JC have two. Yeah, Vince and Farkas and go on a bag of things at champs. And them African, they couldn't touch them. Well, it's not really good African they get. We don't know if they're good or bad. But me, yes, one of them stopping a race. Quote, look at the class street JC with Cavell Nooks. The boy has been a monster in 800 from he was in primary. Yep. Case you have yet. Well, this can help to improve the local and regional sport. Julian Alfred is testimony of this. You now have student athletes from the UK and Jamaica. And I have no problem with that track diamond. It's a good look because obviously people see what we are doing at champs in terms of the early stage of development. I believe some people go overboard, but for the most part, most of our top athletes, the Vernica, the Shelley, the Sherika, the Broadbell, the McLeods, the Daniel, most of them come out of champs. And Vernica Campbell Brown will tell you that champs atmosphere, champs vibe, champs competition allow her to be the champion that she has been for many years. So I'm not against the transfer of athletes. A matter of fact, this is what probably, well, it might have some financial implications on some of these schools. So I don't see anything wrong with it. If them can get some money, if you bring in some athlete, no problem. The man said in the letter it say a scholarship the youth them get. Full scholarship. Whether JC do it or there's a donor that supply this, kudos to them. You get what I say? But you have to do things the right way. Issa put in the rule and them say registration. I think a KC first went to Africa, you know. And from KC got Africa, look like JC eeny meeny miny more and dip and jump into the market. And Jay got dip too. You understand? So it's a win-win situations for both parties involved. And I can't overemphasize. St. Diego did have a jumper from Colombia, triple jumper, bad Renteria. Yeah, man. So these things happen, people. Recruitment, GWAN. Shalisa Ray, even though she have a Jamaican, she's from a Jamaican parenting. She live a Cayman Island, and she came to St. Diego and did well. She did on scholarship. Go and go to K-State, break record what there. And she's an Olympian for Cayman Island. So the thing set away where Jamaica's coaching would have helped several of these Caribbean athletes. Whether the Jamaican coaches go to their island or the students come to Jamaica, it's a win-win situation, people. So we don't want to fight down the thing, but if it is supposed to be done in decently and in order, let it be done that way. And if nothing was breached, free up the youth them. Well, if that not go on, free up, I go on still. JC, Casey, and Edwin Allen have the most foreign athletes. How many Edwin Allen have track universe? Me know JC get quite a few for play football too. You know, St. Diego get quite a few for play football and quite a few for athletics. So me don't know if JC, Casey are leader, Edwin Allen. I like us bringing in athletes. It shows that we know what we are doing when it comes to track and field. Of course, Jamaicans are some of the best coaches them in the world. No joke. No joke about that. I tell you no. JC has too many former students who are now lawyers. So you say, lawyer, them are going to jump in on that, Ann Clark. I do think Issa should limit the number of foreign participants at champs. Why is that, track universe? The number of foreign competitors or participants at champs. They now do nothing for the amount of Jamaicans that are there. If me and you guys see him school in a track era, seeing, and me bringing an athlete from overseas, seeing, and 4 people are trained for the position. Who want it more, I get it, you know. And I like to then carrying that person just to run that event, you know. You're training against people. I remember there are qualifying standards that you have to make. What if these individuals that are there can't make that qualifying standard? And even if you don't make it track universe, that means you have to stop, you know. Because look at Navaski. When Navaski did that St. Diego, you know, Navaski never did a shot a soul in an early part. In a latter part, rather. Seeing? And him never stop. He still train, and he get a scholarship. And now him a record holder for Jamaica, 800. I want to say, man. So even if a youth come from outside and do well, That no means say you have to quit because that person is doing it. And that person get the spot over you. You get what I say? So me not agree, say yo, we feel limit it. If it and why me say that track universe? Because it not reach the stage where it'll get in a situation where it'll cause our local athletes not to be able to compete. I don't see it reaching that stage yet. And once it not reach that stage, me alright with it. Let's go far back to Sidney Mother till Cayman Island. Yup. Issa will have to reword the policy as soon as this issue with JC is resolved. Yup, them are do it, man. They have to do it for true. To be honest, I am here in the UK recommending talented kids of Jamaican parents and Caribbean parents to study and develop their talents in Jamaica. Access to world-class training and competition. Exactly. I think these track and field meets on a weekly basis just a run so for nothing. They are important part of the journey of development. You compete at different venues with different crowds, different atmosphere. You know, much people would never compete at the national stadium when they grew up on the tracks. Camera focus. Stop playing the thing. Wonder what happened to them after the Africans they leave Casey and JC. Never heard those names on the international stage. That is true. If having foreign athletes is a problem, them all Jamaican athletes should come home then. Because we get a lot of scholarships to go overseas in the collegiate system. So the people over there should not say, yo, them need to limit the amount of Jamaicans who are coming. You can't limit them, man. Kick down the door. They have about 9 and all of them are going to champs. All right. So track universe. Once you know breach nothing, because if you have 9 athletes, how much youth registered for champs? 100 and had. What's the percent of 9 in 100 and had? Or 80 had, or 70 had. Look at it this way. If a 9 events, only 2 can do one event. So if a 9 of them across classes are do different event, then the other Jamaican athletes them nah lose a spot. I am aware she's actually Jamaican by birth. Moved to Cayman at 7. The point she returned to Jamaica to develop her talents and she rep Cayman Island. Coach, I just think every school should be on the same playing field. That's all. Now, track universe. All of the clubs them in Jamaica that does track and field are on the same playing field. All of the athletes train under the same environment worldwide to compete against other athletes. No. What we are talking about, some people are saying, yo, Americans have the advantage than the Europeans because they have access to this, access to that. I said, no, even though they might have that, there are some technologies that are being used in Jamaica as well. Playing field in sports never gonna be level track universe. You know why? On the professional side, who have the most money? All right, English Premier League don't something there. Don't level. You know why? City have too much money. Chelsea have too much money. United have too much money. Arsenal have too much money. Them buy title. Liverpool have money, them buy title. Because when they purchase players and get in the top players, them I basically buy them a buy title. So you can't say the playing field in sports never gonna be. Never. I mean reiterate that again. It never gonna be level. You have coaches that are coaching that are more advanced than other coaches in terms of coaching education. Is that a uneven playing field? Probably it is. But what are you going to do? 1955. Track and field magazine names Jesse Owens all-time track athlete. Masha becomes first Britain to win Olympic gold medal. Big up yourself. Well, go on Fabian, turn things side so we can move them block up none of man. Then
Something wrong. Yeah, hear me?
Julian Alfred, Jaden Reed, testimony. Yup. Anita Winter, 400 competed. Kansas City Chiefs parade match. So, me I telling you people, track universe. Playing field now go level, man. And never go level. You get what I say? Fabian, what go on?
Yeah, man, me there. Eventful day, but
sorry, I have to put on my headset now because somebody come on. What you say now? Me never hear that.
yeah, man, eventful day, but you know I go.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about it? At the JC thing we are talking about?
You know, somebody sent me them today, and because of the day that I was having, I didn't get any chance to read not even one word in it. Not even one word. So I have no idea what it says. I know what it's about, but I have no idea about the document itself.
Well, you think JC have a case because of the rule?
If they're going off the rules, JC doesn't have a case. If they're going off the fact that um, just recently someone else was permitted after the deadline, then they have a case. But just because someone,
no, well, the youth was registered in the both of them were registered in the school before the deadline.
mm-hmm,
The only thing is that they were not there.
yes, and there
So
was a
they are saying eligibility. This is the rule. To be eligible to participate in Issa competitions in any school year, the following must be satisfied. Registration. The competitor must be registered in the school by 30th September in that school year. And that happened.
mm-hmm.
They must say the registration does not necessarily mean that you have to be physically at the school. And
Oh, okay.
obviously it sound like them do asynchronous learning because them say the youth fully bred in high school, them have every assignment, everything locked. So obviously them probably did not do online school.
I mean, whether or not they were, that's the best argument that they can bring forward right now.
But that's the argument them bring.
And
Plus,
if
plus they say even if they breach, which they are stating that they have not breached, the fact is that they still did not get an appeal setting where they talk to the whoever the appeals board so that they can rectify or they can hear their case. That didn't happen. Them just hand down judgment.
I mean, listen, you see this whole JC thing, I am staying far, far away from it. I am staying far away from it because what I heard was that they didn't meet the deadline, but there's a case where another popular high school didn't meet the deadline and they were permitted to run. So why not offer, why not afford JC the same you know, that they did to the others. I don't know why, but if JC now is saying that they were registered and they were doing asynchronous learning, I don't know if they're going to believe that, because that was not the argument that I heard initially.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Say it might seem like, say, yo, after careful consideration, them go back and say, you know, so this is the best way to probably get them in. Now I don't know what Issa will rule. All I know is champs is in what, 3.5 weeks? Champs is in about 3 weeks. Will
Mm-hmm.
they solve this before champs? I have a feeling that Issa will want to drag this out until after champs. And so they
But
still won't get to run.
it's a rule already, you know.
Yeah, it's a made their rule already, yes. But
Mm-hmm.
my advice to JC is have a contingency plan. Just in case. That's all I'm saying. Have a plan just in case. And don't cite or don't bring up anybody else who got away with breaking the rule, because rules are rules. So highlighting the fact that Coach Binzi got away with something that he shouldn't have does not mean that I am going to get away with it. So that previous statement about another school, an athlete not meeting the deadline or whatever, that holds no grounds for me. But in this statement that they saying they were registered, whether or not they were physically there, I don't know. If there are barriers for them not to be registered physically, or they have to physically be there to be registered, that is another question. You get what I'm saying? But again, this happens when we try to push the limits of rules and when rules are not 100% clear. So good luck to JC. For the athlete's sake, I hope they are permitted to run. I hope they are permitted to run for the athlete's sake. But I understand why Issa would want to stop it, because next year, God forbid, you go have another high school that will do the same thing.
No, but you see, the problem is that Issa already would have set a precedence, and that I gonna kick them.
That, yes, with the other person
Mm-hmm.
from a worse, it's from one of the rival schools.
Mm-hmm.
So that Issa kind of shoot themselves in the foot because of that. And if but the thing right now is if Issa grant JC the permission or the go ahead to run these athletes at champs right now, Issa can just go away with that deadline. They can just forget about it, because next year they won't have any feet to stand on, because they already shoot themselves in one foot. And if they allow JC, I cut them a cut off the next foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they are in a sticky situation, and I understand why Issa would want to put their foot down and say, hey, we don't care what happened in the past or whatever, this is where we're drawing the line. And I can understand and sympathize with JC to say, hey, you gave them some amount of favor, so granted to us, and our athletes were registered. I believe they should run because of the athletes, but again, I'm not Issa.
But because they were registered, that are the point, that are the fact, they were registered before the date. So if the
Yeah.
registration did not stipulate that you have to be there in person physically, because I was using an example, if a child overseas, well, a same case, can't get to reach Jamaica, but register in high school and I do everything through a asynchronous learning platform. The child is still registered in the school. So when the child come at the country, just come to school. And them now have to go through no other registration because they would have been
Mhm.
registered. So at this, so the problem lies.
And again, it's these schools that chase champs, and so
You notice they
they're
always come up in a something.
they are very, very creative in trying to go around
Mm-hmm.
the rules or parameters set by ISA. And so these schools will always be creative to find a way. I remember that said school get a whole Caribbean team to play Manning Cup. Get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I mean, and it's happening in these top schools. And I'm not bashing and my JC friends, I'm not bashing JC because KC's doing this is something similar, just the same. And it's in a bid to win champs. But at the end of the day, we have to understand that Issa also has a role to play in all of this. But so the
And
more you push the limits, the greater the risk of messing up something.
but the thing too, Fabian, every time something comes up, every time something comes up, Issa has to amend the rules.
Every time.
Constantly. That's what I said earlier. No matter how them go through the rules in detail, somebody ever find one little loophole where they
Somebody go for and hey, I'm not knocking JC, because when I go to my events and stuff, the first thing that I study is the rules and find my loopholes them in the rules too. I push the boundaries too, so I completely understand the JC, the KC, the Calabar wanting to push the limits to make sure that they can get an advantage but still remain within the rules of the events or of the game. So I completely understand that. But that's sticky, honestly. I may never want to talk about it, because me never read the letter. I realize one of them like them addressed to Minister of Sports. Is that
yeah,
so?
that are one different one. So
It's
them
a
them
one
right
different
Bob.
one.
Yeah, man.
Me get the two letter them, but as me say, me not get to read any of them. I've been so busy all day. Me never reach at work.
So let me read the one to Bobsy. Um and see if we can them are big and
Yeah,
a
me do
please.
hear what them a talk about, to Bob's about.
Um all right, the letter will write to the Honorable Minister. It's a refusal to allow Tete and Ampansa to represent Jamaica College. I enclose a copy of Jamaica College's letter dated whatever address Inter-Secondary School Sports Association. The letter re- relates to Issa's refusal to permit two of Jamaica College's athletes to represent the school in Issa run competitions such as the 24 Boys and Girls Championship. The reason given by the president of Issa in several media interviews is the influx of foreign athletes into Jamaican high schools. We believe that the action taken by Issa is unfair and inconsistent with Issa's own rules and could have negative repercussions on Jamaican athletes seeking similar scholarships to overseas schools. We are kindly seeking your intervention and mediation into the matter. We look forward to your positive response. So them are push the boundaries. Them are push all boundaries because I think if we are gonna block them at that, may I say to we just did I say that point there before we read the letter there. If we are going to try and stop athletes, American institutions, universities, JUCOL, if they start to say that, how many of the youths them in Jamaica, how many institutions that Jamaica can hold these athletes that are supposed to get scholarships? So the influx, we no pass 50 athletes are coming from foreign. And that is just a minute percentage of the athletes that perform at champs. So me don't know if them are push it, but will there be a due process in this situation? You made a very good point. Will Issa drag their feet and not look into this situation?
I think they will. I think Issa will be too busy preparing for champs that they will drag their feet and they will revisit this at the end of champs, which solves itself basically. That's the only thing that they can do. The Issa is in hot water now.
But the youth them no register, you know. Cause them say them never want to register them because the entire team get kicked out.
Issa will drag. Me know Issa. Them go drag them foot, and they're in a sticky situation. If they allow JC to do it, you go hear other school ball out. I am sure of it, and they will come under pressure. And if they don't,
Yeah, go
JC
hear
will put
people
them under
ball
pressure.
out. Yeah.
So the best course of action from Issa is to drag them foot, and then have the board or whatever have a meeting with JC, or the meeting will be too late for them to participate at champs, and so it's a win for Issa. That's the only way, because anything that they do this year, they may not have to water for next year. It's a sticky situation, but I mean, we understand that Issa always involved in them. Issa always messy sometime.
Why?
What did JC fans say?
I know JC fans alone attack. Everybody has said the youth based on what them say, and if the youth them register, most people are saying that the youth them for run.
I mean, I said they should run because of the athletes. I mean, I care about the whole chasing champs thing, but I also understand if Issa does not permit them to run. So I understand, because if Issa allow them to run, them can just throw out that rule, because that rule will mean nothing at all.
I know everybody are recruit from overseas, you know.
Yes, but make sure them they over on the next street or do the same thing.
A 5, all right. JC, KC, Calabar. Calabar, they carrying some Cayman and jumpers. St. Diego, boy and girl, and Edwin Allen. A 6 school that, you know. How many schools are champs?
I don't know. No.
How many
30
athletes? Over 2,000 people are running champs, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to that. Like the overseas athletes, they don't make up for not even 5% of the athletes at champs. So what's the big deal?
Not even a drop in the bucket, brother.
Not even 5% of the athletes are overseas athletes. Yep. And it has been that case for over the years. We have always had this, I mean, Delano, Zarnel, a few more. It hasn't been a case where we say we have 100 athletes overseas running here. That has never been the case. So with that being said, coach, yeah, make prediction for champs.
When tonight?
Do you think if these athletes are permitted to run, JC wins champs?
I mean, say one of them top in a race.
Do you think if they are permitted to run, do you think JC wins champs with these two athletes?
No, so.
Do you think JC has shown their hand?
Yo, this hide and seek thing. See, I'll idle hide and seek over central champ.
Okay. I was waiting for your answer for that, because I know JC play hide and seek. The fastest class 100-meter runner, him never show up a carpenter champs.
I know hide and seek that. It's it's managing the athletes.
Okay.
Well, me just say hide and seek to begin with, but when you look on it from a coaching perspective, I can understand these athletes would have qualified for their various events already.
Mm-hmm.
Central champs is not the main. Central or corporate champs is not the main thing that you're going for. So why put them out there in these competitions to show you on early? So I know hide and seek a strategy. Strategy
Hey,
in a track and field championship.
me hide my athlete them too, you know. So I don't want anybody watching think I'm against what they're doing. Me hide my athlete them too. So if you think you can, as simple as it be a primary school, me hide my athlete them.
When I hide nobody.
Me hide
Nobody.
them. A strategy because I do my strategy and you will see my athlete come this week and you will see them around 400 meter for the whole season. Every development meet them at 400 meter. When I got champs expecting them in a 4 years, them in a 100 meter or vice versa. Don't try to study my team. So I completely understand the mind games and
Yeah,
because sometimes your best athlete for your event might not be the best athlete for that event in champs. And when you're hunting for points, you have to shuffle the deck.
yeah, because a points game.
So shuffling the deck is very, very important. Coach, you see that comment there?
Hmm?
You see that comment?
Which one?
From Gunner's boss.
The phone line open up.
The one before that.
Just to know.
Yes, I want to hear his reasoning behind that.
Gunner's boss, you can't call her now.
As to why I'm saying no overseas athlete unless they are permanent resident.
One time. Welcome to the show, Gunner's boss.
Coach,
Yeah, man.
yeah, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Fabian Guna.
Yeah, man, big up.
You see, yeah, yeah, delay. I'm here, be a my line. Fabian, I wish for your coach in the States or in Jamaica.
I'm afraid we answer that question there. Time will tell.
You can't answer the question, man.
Both of them, both, but no Jamaica.
Okay, all right then. So when you used to coach overseas, right? High school, you used to coach or college? How we get somewhere with this? Me turn down.
Middle school.
Middle school. Okay, that's even lower than high school. So while you was coaching at middle school, when you was coaching at middle school, could you actually recruit student athletes from Jamaica to play or do anything, or your middle school is just for the people in that community, in that zip code?
All right, that question, I'm not the best person to answer that question, because even here in Jamaica, I don't recruit. I coach a primary school and I don't believe in recruiting at that level. So I am not someone who believes in recruiting at all. So
it does not happen. It does not allow you. Don't. Sorry, Jason. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I am going to be biased in that answer because while I don't have a problem with recruiting, I am not somebody who believes in it. So if you want to recruit, that's fine. But I am not into it as a coach.
But let me tell Gunner's
but
boss.
What I'm saying.
Hold on, the Gunner's boss. Let me
Go
tell
ahead.
You see, in the primary system in Jamaica, recruitment is done. You see, in the high school, we know so recruitment go on. You see, in the college, recruitment go on. And even at the professional level, recruitment go on.
The only place recruit recruitment supposed to go on is in college and professional birds. Well, recruit people because you have to get people to play or you have to look for players. But you can't recruit high school, man. Papi in high school not supposed to go and way down a Manchester down through them here, say one little girl or one little boy down there run fast, Then that means you deny a scholarship and a slot for a youth from around Augustone or around a Garden Town or around this.
No, you're not
Around
denying.
a standpipe.
No, you're not
Of
denying.
course, you do.
No.
This is high school. High school.
Well, I know,
Coach,
Gunners
high school.
boss.
Listen this.
Well, I know, man. Nobody take the thing out of context. If Papine go recruit a Manchester, that doesn't move the opportunity for you to pass with Papine.
Yeah, all right. So, Gunners boss.
Hold on, no. How are you? If this is a high school. Hold on. Mark your word, Jason. This is a high school, Government funded high school for youth in the community. Yeah, Gunners, man. Fabian, me know, man. Not just, it. So when I say now, coach, recruitment is illegal at high school and lower levels, sir. And that me I say. And it's not right. It is not right, and it not happen nowhere else but in a Jamaica. Me see people at that about. But we're not even talking about the youth them at Jamaica. What purpose you want a youth? The only reason why a little boy or a girl that want to left from America and parents want to send him to Jamaica to go run it for what? Because we have a good system can run down there. And what is it? Because I don't think I take up my daughter or my son, just send them go to Jamaica for anything. For educational purpose, unless I live there. So why you go when you go recruit a youth, under age youth from foreign, or bring him to come run at JC, whichever country I come from, who responds for it and all of those things. When parents them and all of them people, you bring the whole family too.
The parents them are gonna make that decision that they want to send them pitney. But inside of Jamaica, people left from one Lentire Island to the next Lentire Island. And left them pitney.
Well, me not have no problem with the Jamaican people, youth them. But you can't just take up people picnic from foreign and pack them up in our school them and pack them up in everything where the youth them to do. And that's why we have so much criminal at Jamaica, because we not give them nothing to do, not recruit people from foreign to come do what we can't do at Jamaica.
All right, so Gunners boss, what if America has that same idea of that you're saying no? To say,
America,
hey,
of course, America recruit people.
No, what if America say we don't want the Jamaicans in our college system because them come and then dominate and them take the spot for the American, them take scholarship from the Americans, we don't want them there. Would you agree to that?
No.
But
no.
But you want we do the same to people coming into Jamaica?
Your phone a break up.
Across the hotbed of sports. They go across the hotbed for colleges. You're not recruiting from junior high to high and from middle school to junior high school. That don't happen. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying yes, 18 years old is college. That's when you start recruitment from 18 and up. You can't go talk about your recruit 10, 12, 14, 15 year old 52 them can run fast. How can I madness them there?
So let me ask
go ahead now, coach. Let me ask the question.
Two questions. And so do you have a problem with high school coaches go to recruit the primary school athletes who are eligible to go to high school? And do you have a problem with high school coaches in your neck of the woods that are recruiting middle school students into the high school?
You're not recruiting middle school. You cannot recruit, you don't recruit middle school students to go to high school. Because you know already say, Kyrie, go to...
You're not answering my question.
Well, I know. You asked me the question.
No, but you're
I am answering the question.
You say it wrong.
No, I am saying to you that Kyrie, my son, he goes to Fells High School. Fells, what is junior high school? Wilson Junior High School. After he already set based on his zip code that his next from junior high he will be going to Herbert Lincoln High School. Therefore, they don't have to recruit him because that's where he he's going because he's living in. Understand what I'm saying? So he's not gonna find himself going to a high school in Maryland unless his parents move there and have. Hold on, no, man. You ask me the question and me answer it, man. Me answer it my way, not how you want me to answer it. That's what you ask me. If I am okay with high school.
Are you okay
But
with
you cannot leave from New York and go to California and recruit a high school student, sir. That's what I'm saying. Just to recruit the student out and parents out. You have to be ready for college age for recruitment. That's all I'm saying to you. 18
Alright, so,
and 4.
alright, Gunners boss.
IMG academy do that, and private school like the Catholic schools and those do that. Catholic school, but no government run high school cannot go out and recruit school students from wherever they choose. That's all I'm saying. No, go ahead,
I
sir.
put it to you that you're incorrect, Gunners boss.
Explain to me how I am incorrect.
Go ahead, Fabian, and then me explain to you.
Alright, so I disagree with him. If you have a son and your son is excellent at the long jump and the triple jump, and because of your zip code you are being sent to a particular high school, that high school does not have a jumps program that can cater to your son. And the high school, say you're living in Maryland, and the high school in Florida, the best jumps program in the country comes to recruit your son. Do you still believe that it's not right for your son to be a part of the best jumps program in the country and position himself to go to a good college or to be a professional? You think you should send him to the high school that is in your zip code because you don't believe in recruiting?
But Fabian, he might go say no.
No. No.
He might say no.
How you going to answer the question to me, coach?
The same thing me tell you say you go say, and I know you say. He might go say no because him no
you know, hear what me I go say. You know, hear what me I go say. It's not happening. No, it's not because I don't believe in it. It's because it's not happening. If I want my son to go to jump as a high schooler, I send him to an academy if I don't want him to go to school, but I cannot put him into school for running purposes only. And that is what they are doing with these kids who they are bringing from overseas. It's not because they are trying to educate them, it's because they want them to run to win champs from other schools. It is unfair, it's criminal.
All right, so even though I am personally against recruiting, I don't have a problem with recruiting. Now, what is the purpose of school? Because I am a teacher and I have this conversation a lot with a lot of people. What is the purpose of school?
School is for, when them say school is for academic purposes. It's the
No.
It's for academic purposes. You go to school for anything.
No, you go to school to get an education, right?
PE and those things.
You go to
school is for academic,
right?
Yes.
Wrong.
No, man, me listen, man. Me hear what him say. I'm listening, coach.
So you go to school and educate.
Yeah.
Because the school is there to provide.
You break
up on the thing, Fabian. I mean, nothing come out for that, you.
But you, all right, let me go on talk. Fabian, now here, Fabian. Gunners boss.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
See, where you were there, and it probably not happen. But me, I put it to you that what you say about the recruiting in US, that it doesn't happen because you have to go school a zip code there. That is nonsense. People recruit outside of them.
Coach, me say, let me tell you again. High school, junior high school, and middle school don't do recruiting. Them not even the sports is not even that serious where they have to recruit people. That's what I'm telling you. They don't. You cannot do it. It's not. Yes, sir.
Boss man. If a youth are gonna leave middle school, and you're saying if it's still in a zip code, ain't good. So once he left that middle school, I'm have to go that one day because I'm zip code. I am telling you.
Unless his parents move to a new zip code, sir.
No.
Then that mean that you not
No.
allow me to talk, you know. You
No.
try to bully when me I say no, because you want to put your spin on when me I say when me I say no. But I am telling you
But
that as long as I live in all these states, I don't see how am I wrong, man? Me have kids born and grow at school in America. Me know it not happen. Nobody no recruit junior high and high school student. If my 14-year-old grandson is good at basketball, I can't send him go to Maryland to go to school. I have to either move there or put him into an academy where he can learn and develop his skills, sir. Not telling him about, oh, yes, man, you can't go over North Philly or you can't go over South Philly even though you live in Northeast Philly. Nothing no go so.
Hold on. So only when you move out of state you change zip code?
Then every place now have a different zip code.
So
every city, every area have a different zip code, you know.
So hold on. So within states you don't have different zip code.
Every in one state have 500 different zip codes. Every area have their different zip code.
All right. So based off what you're saying.
You understand what I say? So take for instance now. Say Papine area, Papine High School, Mona and those would be in that region. That would be one zip code. You see over Windward Road over there, so it's a different zip code.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're not going to find the kids who live over Papine in a Papine zip code, unless the only way me can send my son down a Windward Road from up a Papine area into that zip code is unless me have some people when me know are some family member, and then them can put in the papers and say yes, him live here with us now or so, and it can be proven. Them things just happen just so. When you go put people in a school, you have to do fully paperwork on here. A pure illegal thing, but me not go into all of that details. I'm just telling you, and they say you can prove me wrong. So prove me wrong. Tell me which high school is recruiting students in America.
Issa is saying they recruit in high school in America. The players are ranked and recruited. Him say me fi tell her that. And also
ranked and recruited from where? Recruited to college, recruited from high school to college, sir. Yeah. When you have a gifted or a talented youth in a high school, like Cam Newton, for instance, that's why the parents them can come now, you know, and tell you, say, when we have a 5-star athlete, if you want him to come in your college, you have to give me certain amount of money. Me want house, me want car, me want fridge, me want all these things. That's not happening in high school. That's happening in colleges. And now that's why them bring in the NIL and those things where them say, all right then, one time coach means they could not buy one time student a burger or buy him a cup of soup if him dying for hungry. Them will charge you and get all kind of penalties. Now them cut that out in colleges because of name, images, and likeness. So they can get money for their name, images, and likeness. No. Go ahead.
Carl Harrison is saying
not high school, college.
Sports. Carl Harrison is saying high school sports in New York recruit their athletes. And he's,
all right.
Recruit your athletes from where?
This man is
from where?
Rubbish.
All right, coach.
Ask him from where? Which part? Where?
Recruit.
Ask him if hold on. Ask him if the people in Brooklyn, like Lincoln High School, the Lincoln, the one that Stephen Marbury and them went to, if they are going to Queens and recruiting high school players, is the kids from the Coney Island area go to that school? Ask him that question and tell him to show me it on paper, and then I will shut up.
In my area, man.
Right.
But tell him him attack foolishness.
All right, coach, just to chime in.
John's University in New York. Let me just say this.
Yeah, man, go ahead. Finish.
John's University in New York. Go all around New York. The Long Island Blackbird, they like you. They go up and recruit students from high school. Not because they are colleges. Not high school going to other high schools or to other communities in other areas and other cities and other states to recruit students to come to play for them. Don't not go so. And tell him to post it in here so make me see it. I will read the article for myself. Live here long enough and know that don't happen nowhere. Those are illegal activities. Not high school. Them can't respond for themselves. Okay. Go ahead now, Fabian. Sorry. I won't interrupt.
I was just saying that coach him have a point still, because
remember when I was coaching the varsity team last year, um, I was trying to use my middle school as a feeder school for them, and I was trying to bump up them in the order because they have some numbers and they have to go in order. And I remember I had two of the players at number 17 and number 18. And I was trying everything to bump them up the list, and they said that it's against the rules. Um, so I guess he has a point because in North Carolina they didn't allow us to do any recruiting for high school either. We have to just use what we have. That's what I
You don't recruit from
was
far high school.
exposed to in varsity high school. I was coaching a varsity high school football team, and I wasn't able to recruit. They said that they can't recruit. Not for sports related. They cannot transfer them for sports. It's against the rules. So I don't know if it's different
Yeah.
from state to state, but I know that in North Carolina they didn't allow us to transfer anybody for sports related issues. And that was
You can't
just in
recruit. You can't recruit people
that
to
was
go
in
to
high
sports.
school. Yeah.
So because it doesn't.
High school is for the community.
So
Other than Catholic high school and academies, high school is for the community.
so
The government funded high school. You cannot do it. Go ahead.
so Gunners boss, because it happened in our next jurisdiction. It is hey Jew Fortis, me I go drop a link on your command, cause Jew Fortis I call the phone, The man I refute everything what Gunners boss and Fabian are saying. Me I drop a link.
No,
You
I
know
mean,
true
as me
speak.
say, it was just
Yeah,
in
man, make him come on. Make him come on. Let's have it.
my
This is a conversation.
one.
We need to have it.
Me only can speak to my division that I was in. Them never allow it. Cause me asked about it as a Jamaican, me I say, yo, my team
But
weak and me need
Fabian,
to get
oh yeah,
involved.
ask about it and you don't believe in our recruiting.
Because me going to a new country and them a beat me up and me want help. So me I
No,
try to get
Fabian,
help.
that not sound right. You
You know,
can't agree with
hey,
something and
me
you
even,
something.
no. Me not say me no agree with recruiting, I said
You
I
see
don't have
you
a
personally,
problem with it, but I
yeah, but
personally don't do it.
why
But
why
when Lee
why you
take you
want to recruit?
because me in a new country and Lee can take me.
Gonna boss mute the phone now, man. We don't want to hear the patter creep, man.
I am in a
See,
new
Jew
country
Fortis
and me
forward
I
there
get
now.
back left, right, and center. So me try go for help.
All right, Jew Fortis, say the about.
Yeah, man, bless up everybody. And I know some normally stay in the comment section and so much. Bless up to the caller, Fabian, coach, everybody in the chat.
You go say.
Uh, so when it comes to recruiting, right, I was a former D1. You could say a scout team athlete because I wasn't able to make it to the main team, but I was a scout team athlete, D1 scout team athlete for 3 years in college, right? So even before I touch on my personal experiences, I have a friend that I played um, American football with in high school. His brother just went to the NBA. His brother plays for the Nets, right? So he lives all the way in New Jersey. You had a high school from Florida that came all the way to New Jersey just to scout him and just to recruit him. He ended up leaving New Jersey and going to that high school. That's one of the top high basketball high schools in New Jersey. A lot of NBA players, not in New Jersey, in Florida. A lot of NBA players come from out of that high school, right? So they came all the way to New Jersey, recruited him. He ended up going to that high school in Florida. So while Fabian said that in terms of certain jurisdictions or maybe certain states, you cannot recruit. I think it's down to certain things that they want to do, but for the most part, it is allowed, right? And as I just gave the example in terms of basketball and stuff, it can be done. I've seen it done before in football. Like even now, I follow a lot of high school American football, not our football. American football, I follow it a lot. So a lot of the top recruits, you would have them leaving from one state and going to another state because their odds of winning a state championship on that team is better, right? So it does take place. So this thing where I'm hearing that, oh, it doesn't in terms of high school and middle school, even in middle school, even when I was on my high school team, so I ended up playing 1 year of American football in high school. That was my senior year, right? Ended up going on the team. We ended up winning the state championship, luckily. But when I was on that team in the summer, my high school coach, he was recruiting middle school players, like top middle school players to come on our team, not only from my state, but also from different states. We had middle school players come from Florida, and the only thing that the rule in New Jersey dictated was that that person was able to have somewhere to live, like have a proper address, proper room and board, and once that's good, you are able to bring that player in. So from what I've experienced, from what I've seen, is completely different from what the caller is talking about and what Fabian mentioned. So that's all I would say for now.
Joe, Joe Fortis, a gunner's boss or fine my name. Don't come call me the caller because you're in your feelings. No, you ain't no feelings. Let's fuck yourself. Let me tell you something now. What you just said, quiet. I said exactly so. I said, if my son live in the northeast region of Philadelphia, he can go to a school in southwest Philadelphia if I have an address there and the paperwork proves that, yes, such and such who is his guardian or his parents live there, and that's the only way he can go to school there. That's what I said. So you said the same thing where I just said, if we're on the same track, But I have never seen a high school coach. My son's coach, I have a son who coach football, all over America, win a lot of championships. Yeah, coach American football. And I have never seen a high school coach. He used to play, my other son Tyrese play. I've never seen, and I've gone to a lot of high school games. I have never seen a high school coach, scout coaching high school student. College coaches come and look at them and look at them, not high school looking to steal other people's high school student athlete. It don't happen. So if you said your friend happens to move to Florida based on whatever reason, it can be a possibility, but it's not coaches coming out there recruiting them, say, come, we're taking them to Florida to go. Nothing no go so. That's why George Sandusky them and Jerry Sandusky them and them get themselves and Bernie Fine them and them get themselves in a woolly patch of people not allow them thing there. College students get recruited to go to colleges from here to Hawaii. You can left from New York to Hawaii, anywhere, because you're 18, you're going out into the world to be a man. You're a great football player. So, all right, then you live in Pennsylvania, Florida State University, they come recruit you. Them not recruit you from college, them from high school, them recruit you from college. So that's all I'm saying. So, if you happen to say you can put
And that's what I'm saying. That's not the case. That's
two instances. That is the case. I know. I never know of high school. Well, if you have proof to that, show the proof. You say your friend do that. You say you name two people. You say two people. 2 out of millions of students will go to school. It don't happen. Yeah, you can't go by. You can't take up a high school student, under 18 student, and just send them to Florida to go to high school and go play sports.
all
They
right.
can
So
go,
this is
but the
it.
parents have to move.
Here. So
The
Gunners
parents have to move
boss,
there.
Gunners boss. No. This I've
Yes,
had.
sir.
I've had
Yeah, man.
people on my high school team that came all the way from Florida. Their family never moved with them, sir. So what I'm telling you, I'm not
And just
speculating.
move.
I'm not
No.
speculating it. Is what I've seen, right?
Him,
Is what
he
I've
moved
seen
by
happen.
himself, or he have a legal. He move
Well,
by himself or he
You,
have
no,
a
no,
legal
no,
guardian.
yeah,
yeah,
shift,
ticket,
Prove
yeah,
that he
shift,
go to that. He lived in that state now.
yeah,
move the
shift the
goalpost.
No, I'm not
goalpost. Yeah,
shifting. That's
shift the
Yeah.
exactly what I
goalpost.
said from the
No,
beginning. You know.
Gunners Boss.
No, that's
No, that's
exactly.
not
Gunners
no.
Boss.
Listen,
Give me a
coach,
talk. Give me a
coach,
talk.
coach,
Hold on,
coach.
give me
No,
a
on the
talk.
now go gang me up and tell
It's
a
not
story for
gang.
me, you know.
It's not gang.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm saying
On
to
the now
you,
go gang me up with the
you
foolishness and
said
say what me never
Gunners
said.
boss,
said
listen,
that the
man,
I
listen,
parent.
man.
show an example.
Hold on, Jew 40s. Let me talk. May I listen
Go
keenly,
ahead.
you know. Before Jew 40s come on, you said these people move to a next state unless the family move. This man come on and say, him not ask, him a tell you. So you a shift the goalpost and I say no legal guardian when that wasn't the essence of your conversation before. So you're shifting the goalpost.
I guess you wasn't listening, coach.
May I listen
Coach, I
keenly?
said you have to go to another state. If you're going to move to another state, no, you need to listen keenly. I'll stop the foolishness. I said if my son have to leave from one zip code to go to school in another zip code, he have to have people there, guardian, legal people after there. He have to have an address there. So it have to be someone there who say, yeah, man. My brethren, hold on, no, man.
You never
Me never say parents have to move. Me say parents are guardian. Parents are guardian. You have to have a guardian if you are underage, sir. That's all I'm saying. So your guardian is automatically your parents the same way, you know. Because if I turn over my son to Coach Minzy is now his parent. I'm guardian that. And you me send him come to Jamaica to come put him in a school and take care of him.
Yes.
And you me send the finances to come do it. So you is his legal guardian. I turn that over to you.
You allow us to believe that their biological parents had to move with them. And they're moving to another state. That's
Oh, that's you want to believe that. If you was listening, if you was coach, you're smarter than that, you know. If you was listening and understanding, I said if I have my friend, I go as far as my friend. I said if my friend have an address on the other side of town, I can ask him and we can use his address, but there have to be paperwork going into the school and wherever to show that he lives at this new address. Then that me say, from the beginning, you know. So what you're twisting?
Yeah, no, yeah.
It is a must.
Yeah, we know so that is a must.
It is a must. You cannot take up a 16, a 14, 15, 16-year-old and just send them to Florida to go to anything. If you're going to send them through the IMG Academy, or you're going to send them to one of these private Catholic institutions or wherever, you have to be, that is a whole different story. I don't know how the private institution and the money institution work.
So that the same thing like if a athlete come from Africa to Jamaica, whoever they must send it is that it must be a guardian, somebody would entrust to, you know. So if a youth get recruit go on next year, the parent must have put them in the trustee or somebody.
Brethren, we gone too far now. You hear my youth say, I think the John and all them things too far to talking about, you know. I am saying nobody's recruiting. No high school athlete no get recruit from one high school. That's why most of the high school youth. All right. Take for instance now. When LeBron James moved to California, him son start go some money high school. What them call it? One of them
Sierra Leone, Sierra Canyon.
One of them high school that he went to. Yeah, whatever it is. They moved there. Right? Because LeBron moved there. If nobody never moved down there, you think LeBron don't take up him son and just bring him, send him go down there. So he must keep him right at Ohio, right down at Florida. Send him go to the IMG or these. Now, he becomes 18. UCLA recruit him. He go to UCLA. He could have gone to Maryland. He could have gone to Florida. He could have gone to Ohio State. He could have gone to Alabama now because now he can get into a room, have him down and have him things set up at that 18-year-old. And parents them take him to college, set him up, and then them leave him after a while. Just like my granddaughter go at Duke University at the same. So we know the thing go. But nobody never know. When you're in high school, college send you papers, not other high school. No wrong, I'm right, Joe Fortis.
You're wrong, man. You're wrong, man. But here what Gunners boss. Another thing, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
No, man, I do. Are you fit talk now? We are Gunners boss long time, man. You talk.
Are you, man? Are you, Joe?
Yeah.
Me laugh, man. Me don't talk, I laugh.
No, man. As me say, I get it. I understand your point with certain things, and there is a process for everything, and of course, we have to have paperwork on them somewhere. But I have seen it personally, and as me say, I follow American football a lot from the high school level to college level, and it's done often, Gunners boss. Trust me. And a lot of these kids move, their parents not moving, because remember, some of them parents still have to work on them someday. They send them off to a guardian, and majority of the time, the guardian is the coach or one of the coaches on the team. You understand what I'm saying? Or somebody that's um, associated with the team that can facilitate, their boarding and all of those stuff. You get what I'm saying? But it happened. But another thing you touch on, Bonus Boss, that you said in the beginning of the call, and you were saying that these kids must be what, a permanent resident for them to be able to participate in Jamaica. Why is that? Why is that your thought process when it comes to athletes coming there? Gunner's boss disappear? Or me pause?
I think gone, man. You run.
Come on, and me still God, I did the background sound in the thing. I just get back to you, but I hear your question too. And I was answering it before I realized before I unmute myself. You there now?
We there a long time, and you with them
Hello?
stay here. Start no man.
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, man. Now, the question is why? Because it is high school. That is why. And it is unfair to have student athletes coming to Jamaica from America to go to into Jamaica high school, whichever one of them or all of them, for just the purpose of running and just get recruited from overseas to come to run to Jamaica. In Jamaica. I have a problem with that. My personal views, it is unfair for our kids who live there in Jamaica, and some of them don't have the talent. So why you don't want to work on the half talented one them, but you want to work on the potentials one from overseas? Our high school is for our students, our Banland Jamaican. And if a person move there and live in Jamaica now, like me, move and come to Jamaica now I'm going to bring my high school age student them, I'm a college age, them. You have to find school in around the area and the best school to put them in. But me no live at Jamaica. When me send me pick them go Jamaica to go high school and below high
All right.
school far. Unless me
All
send
right.
them to live with them granny or them auntie and them uncle.
So Gunners,
That is
let's
only
share
to
away.
benefit the school. That is only to benefit the school. It's a greedy idea. It's bad.
But hear
Go
this now.
ahead.
Let's
Go
stray
ahead.
away
Sorry.
from the not to get away from sports, but I've heard this a lot since I've lived in America. I've been in America since 03, 04, around that time, right? I've heard this a lot where a lot of American born people say, listen, oh, we don't like immigrants coming here. We don't like immigrants being here. So when you hear Americans say that, would you say it's fair for them to have that mindset or, just have that thought process? Is that a right mindset to have? Like you're here,
American,
you're here. Wait, no.
American.
You're here to better yourself, right? Just like the athletes go to Jamaica because obviously we're doing something right back home. Because we have athletes coming there to train to better their craft, to put themselves and their family in a better position, right? Because remember, athletics is not only about just competing, it's about making a financial gain, bettering yourself financially. So let's put it on the job aspect of us being in America. Is that right for somebody to say to us, coming from Jamaica, me and you come from Jamaica, you live at Philly, me live at Jersey. So somebody will come up to us and say, oh, me not like immigrants being here. Is that a right mindset for have?
Let me say this to you now, and I want to say this when you come with that argument. America and American per se have no problem with legal immigrant because they make and they build the economy. They have problem with illegal immigration. That's when they talk about illegal immigrants and these coming in, it's illegal immigrant they're talking about. They're not talking about legal people. 99% of them not talking about legal people. They're talking about illegal people. So
I
don't go.
agree. I
No, we are
agree,
not
but
talking
you
about group. No, we are not talking. Let me
go
continue. Let
ahead,
me
go
continue
ahead.
with the question. We have time.
No, we don't
No,
have that time.
we are not talking about. We are not talking about grown-ups migrating. We are talking about people taking kids just because they can run fast and they can play basketball at high school age and putting them in our school. So here my question, my answer to your question. Send them to, if them that good, send them to the track club, send them to Mr. Mandy, when name, the big man was train Shelly them, send them over there, send them over Craig Butler and send them over the academy, not in our high school. Not in our high school. Our high school is for our depraved students and student athletes in Jamaica, not for people recruiting people from foreign to come and run here. That's my thing. That's my views. Nobody have to share my views because my views them is stupid and unpopular, but that's how I see it.
You can't something there. You can't really
Fabian talk, no? Fabian not say,
you
Fabian not
can't
laugh.
really knock you can't really knock Gunner's boss on him opinion. Um Definitely you can't knock him on him opinion. Opinion is a strong opinion and it's either you agree or you disagree.
Well, is it a xenophobic opinion? That is my next question. Not saying that you are not Gunner's boss. I just want to, you know what I'm saying?
I just well, Jamaica first, and we have enough young boys and girls down there can run. Yeah, so if we continue to do that, we're not do this because we students and they run to high school and we develop them and they go back and they represent the United States and their countries and they beat in our student athletes and our pro athletes. It now benefit we going through our high school. Send them over Coach Minzy, send them over Fabian Gunner, send them over Craig Butler, send them over the big man, over you take don't a KC, don't a Bryce Hill bottom this we teach you we coach Shelly and Bolt them and them. And that's how send them go if you want to pick them to run and low where high school space to feel like pick them down at Jamaica that. If it was about going to classroom and good classroom, that the America, so no, that them a come down the far. They come in there for running and at the school and take them there for running. I am totally against that. Yeah. So that is my views on the student athlete. When you want to send them, when them turn 18, send them over UTech, send them up a US, send them to the colleges, not to take up no space in our high school when the kids them pass, them can't even get to go at Georges. When them pass the Georges, them end up over Calabar and them end up over there, so and them end up with them never pass, but because you know store the place to bring in some student athlete, when they take no exam, they no pass nothing, then just come to Jamaica to run something in a high school, so not no go so brother.
Somebody just
Me
said
no know if it's me no know.
somebody just said Google says
Go ahead.
recruiting is prohibited in high school in the US.
It's prohibited.
Mm.
Okay. Me no know of that, so me no depend that. But that me not recruit people to come to my high school, to go to Jamaica. A high school that.
So because it is not accepted in your jurisdiction, is it because
Mhm.
is it that's the reason why you are strong on it? Because it is allowed and accepted in
Mm,
Jamaica.
because I don't then if it is allowed and accepted in Jamaica, we not have enough youth in Jamaica to develop coach to run for these schools. Why you have to send to one youth go Africa and he run and win the race where you have said him come to win and he
So that a
with the back of school gone back to Africa.
so that a teacher listen say no use him again.
That That's why we don't need that. Maybe that you have a youth at Jamaica at the same time, we could have do better. That's why the youth them discourage and when them got foreign, and go foreign, them just go find some wife and married and turn citizen and represent for them foreign country. Where them they nobody come back at Jamaica, because the people them a treat them bad. Them are left we are second class and it not look good in a lot of ways. It is wrong for bringing people just for running, man. And then Olivia. Then just come and then come to run a champs and then come to play Manning Cup and then play the Casta Cup and then run in a 2 more competition, and if they no win and your team no win and your school no win the medals, then gone and hear about them again because they become a boss. Work on through them, man. Chop.
And Gunners boss,
Out of high school now. Go ahead.
Gunners
Sorry.
boss. This is my thing,
Yes.
I feel that you're looking at the end result as it being them just a come for run. I don't think that's for everybody. I don't think that's for. Go ahead, Coach.
Sorry, that Joe.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't think they're only come to run, because when they come to the schools, they have to go a class like regular student. They have to do work. They have to do everything that a regular student. Remember, a student athlete, So the student come before the running, or the athlete,
Exactly.
whatever sport they are going to.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So it's
Joe 40. You got a Casey, you got Don.
Used to. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're a alum. You're a Casey alum. Respect to the school, although I like to tell the student, man, Casey.
So we are trying to say me.
I'm a lower class.
So,
We are
Gunners
try-
boss, when we can ask if I can, which school I go Gunners
No,
boss?
man,
We can ask if I can
Me
see
not
you.
say nothing about that, man.
Gunners bar, which
Me
school
never
you
go to
say?
school, I have. Let me tell you something. Me go when me a little boy. Me go one little school or one little
Hold on,
all-age
stop,
school,
stop,
one
stop,
little
stop, stop,
center,
Stop.
round a ramble. Me
Stop.
never go to school. I
Stop,
never
stop,
have organized schooling
Stop,
for a
man.
full year and other.
Stop,
Stop. Go ahead. Mhm.
Me ask a man question, he say never go to school. Then he start explain, say, when me did this, me go one little school. So, me not
Then if you go to school when you are 5 year old, a school that where you learn a school at 5 year old, you go play in the dirt.
okay.
Me go a ramble all age school. Me run away from my mother when me a 8 year old. Ramble down a Manchester all age school.
Okay, so
Me run away when me a 8 year old. And the street route grow me.
So the developmental stage not important. So I know school ain't go guy, then go play in the dirt.
But then what I know when me go to school at 5 year old, and them a tell you about it, the cat and the fiddle and the cow jump and thing. Me never go so the fool them that fool way. So you don't learn nothing there. So you know how much day me I look to see ditch when I way with this school and it never happen. Man, stop it. No, me not tell you what talk about. Me never born as a genius, brother. You have some kids who born as a genius when start read from them at 3, 4, 5 year old. We start learn to teach and don't pass a piece at anything with writing anywhere and don't read it up to this day. And that me do. So I'm me a self-educated person. And you can check all archives to every school through Jamaica and see if you ever see where me go. I never have 1 year of organized education in any school as an adult. That's what I tell people.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not too bright.
Me have a different.
I mean, I come beat my chest and beat nobody with no education.
Me have some similar views
Go ahead, coach.
on this education thing, because it is skewed a particular way, But me don't want to get into that conversation there, because the people them probably, I think, say me a push one type of agenda. They don't agenda. And that I go take whole conversation. We really pass it 2 hours still, But me rate that conversation, people. Very good conversation.
Yeah, man.
These are discussions that we can have from time to time.
Joe,
And this was an educated program. So a man never come talk,
yes,
he never go to school, so him can't give an educated reasoning. Nonsense. You get what I say?
a Joe Fortis give me the name, copy and paste and Google Boss, You know me look for everything, Everything
Alright,
we search for.
so let
Because
me
I tell you,
explain the
I am
story then.
driven to learn. And
Gunners boss, let me explain the story there real quick, Coach Minsner,
yes,
Fabian. So you posted something on Coach Mins's show last week. So I go through and I read all the comments. So while I was reading your comment, I couldn't understand. So I wasn't trying to come at you. Me just literally asked if you're copying because I couldn't understand what you posted. And it was like,
Or what it was in relation to.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asked. I wasn't trying to come at you. People copying because I've gone on Google before or researched something. I'm gonna come back, come paste it on either Manning's Man show or Coach's Dex. So it's something that we all do, I think. So I wasn't trying to come at you.
yeah.
So me I hear you talk all the last week and you come on Manning's Man show, and me never figure out some me
Me a
you
burn you
talk
out.
until Friday, until the end of the
You me
week.
a
Me
burn a
figure
fire.
out, yeah, me never know.
But
So
after we do more to fire, not no personal.
yeah, I wasn't trying to come
People
at
ever
your
know me.
boss. Me
The
just
people
that's
ever know me know
yeah,
that's how we stay, man.
yeah,
We
yeah,
just
man.
come to and it's nothing personal, man. We just come to entertain the people them more time. You know what I mean? We're good, man. Yeah, I'm nearby now. So big up on yourself. It was a great show. Coach, we have to have them discussion here more
Yeah,
because
man.
you don't know.
A good
You see how the view,
discussion.
you see how the views turn up since you see how the views turn up. Big up on yourself
Good
for the
view.
like, share and subscribe. Make the people them hear the star them voice. Make the people them hear the star them voice. Make them hear my voice for Fabian. Quiet for with the politics not Fabian agree with everything what me saying. Big up on yourself, me I go run.
All right, go on run. You might talk about views still.
That's
I
true.
don't know what I talk about. Anyways, people, that conversation is sweet though. I mean, I like you get what I say. Uh, this was a wholesome conversation, very robust. You understand? And people share based off their experience. Fabian share film experience, Jules share film experience, Gunners Bar share. And I see some people are share their experience in the comment section. These are conversations with me like, because when people watch what them share, even though the topic might not seem so nice to them, or the headline and the thumbnail, but them just we click and see a good conversation I go on over here. Understand? So we basically not get even to touch upon the central champs, but just a rundown quickly. Um, Edwin Allen seemed to be sitting pretty. Second place is a battle between Wormwood and St. Diego. And on the boys' side, St. Diego, Edwin Allen, St. Diego leading by far again. It a bit difficult for St. Diego boys lose central champs ever. Very difficult. We see some fast times run. As usual,
Class
don't
3 fast time run
10
for the boy.
1089.
1089.
And normally GC faster
Oh,
come like a hurricane. The girls them get the hurricane and then the boy get the positive. And then they go back to negative. So GC wind always behave like it bipolar. So we're gonna see what go on for the next day, which is the final day tomorrow. And plus, we're not even get to talk about carpet era with Geary card 20.8 and what's her name? The little girl the man from Wolmer's
From Woolman's, yeah.
23.2.
easy
Yeah, that's
attack, Matrice.
yeah man, Natrice Eastman 23.2 are some impressive running go on for a 15-year-old
Yes.
brother. That is a
Yes.
big run. Big, massive run. And she looks so strong. But me here say Abigail Wolf lose to Gardner, you know. And Gardner win the 200, yeah. And I think Gardner win the 100 meter too. So be things are going we are gonna see what I go on for champs today, because champs are gonna nice to the people. Tiana Marshall, yeah. So it's all good. Track and feel nice, people. Whole heap of tracks are gonna go on.
A lot of
Um
records for our champs this year.
Yeah, the youth them look ready. Look at them, hey, them say seniors, they think I don't know how long I gonna get talked about. Watch you now. And put them foot in them hat in the race, you see me, or in the ring. But anyways, big up to Fabian, big up to Joe, big up to Gunners Boss, all the people in the comment section. If you did not comment and you watch, big up yourself same way. Just like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, this is where you get update on a lot of things track and feel. And people, if I forgive you sometime, you see, sometimes the amount of track event are going on on weekends, Sometimes it's difficult for we remember every athlete or figure out every event we are going to follow. Sometimes we follow it and we know the result, but not all results we give. You see me I say. Big up on yourself. Stay safe, people. Until next
Before
time.
Coach Greg big up Tibogo. We have to put
I'll
that in
feel
there.
me never talk about that. Yo,
When you
whole heap of
stay,
things me
when
nah
you
tell them, man.
stay. Shh.
But
When Julian deliver, me take the entire show for myself.
all right, sir. All right, sir.
Come on, bless you.
How to do membership? Just hit the join button, Gunners Boss. Hit the
So,
join button.
so coach, you
And
see with that, real
uh-huh.
quick. Some realize that if you have an iPhone, you can't do it from your iPhone. You have to go like on a laptop and go through the web browser, and it will lead you straight to it. Because all this time I was trying to do it from my iPhone, and it wasn't. Even when we're going on Safari, it never did work. So you have to
Okay.
go up on a laptop. Yeah.
So if you have an iPhone, go up on Google Chrome, people. Chrome will do it. Yeah, man. So Gunners Boss, go up on the Chrome, because I know you're an iPhone specialist. Just go up on the Chrome and hit the join button. Only $5, people. Support the thing. You understand? Big up on yourself, people. I don't know. Look out for more updates as we go through this week. Until next time, stay safe. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.